star from the front lines of the First and Second World Wars, Ross Hamilton and his concert troupe, the Dumbbells, helped entertain their fellow soldiers.
He was a raving beauty. There was no doubt about it.
Then called a female impersonator, historians say Hamilton was actually a drag performer. His co-stars remembered him in 1965.
He always remained a young lady. He was never a girl. He was never a married woman. He was a young lady.
If it hadn't been for my father, I wouldn't have known anything about Ross.
Mika Van Vulpen says Hamilton was her father's kind and generous neighbor in Pugwash, Nova Scotia. She's asking Canadians to write letters to Canada Post to get him on a postage stamp.
The last generation of people who knew Ross are aging, and I think this is the time when we have to be reminded about his incredible story.
Ross, crafted his first costume out of beads from rosaries.
Records show Hamilton enlisted as an ambulance driver. Then, in 1917, he created his character, Marjorie, on the road to Vimy Ridge. But years later, he was kicked out of the military.
After one of Ross's shows in 1942, he was outed to military authorities and then was quietly dismissed for reasons other than medical, which was a common way to dismiss queer soldiers at the time.
Hamilton died 4 years before same-sex sexual activity was decriminalized in Canada. Van Vulpen says he should be recognized for providing a short mental break for soldiers who faced death every day.
I just think what they did in such a horrific reality was something that we have to remember, and we have to really, really cherish that.
Canada Post says the process to research and design stamps takes around 2 years, and in doing so, it strives to explore Canada's geography, culture, and history. Kayla Hounsell, CBC News, Halifax.